This is going to be a replay review of a Shadow Demon 5. I was told that this is going to be a 7.8 to 8K average game. As you can see, it is numbered Immortals. My take may not be that helpful because I am slightly below. I'm just shy of 6K, but I'm more than happy to do my best at taking a look at this and seeing what could be worked on and what could be focused on. I know a lot of like replay reviews for like Immortals and high Immortals is focused on the nuance, and sometimes just having a second opinion is like all that's needed. When I say the nuance, I mean like making sure like these small micro plays are like the best options here, and it's those small increment improvements what helps you get that small lead, and do that over and over again is how you're gonna get like a good, comfortable lead into ending the game early.
This one is in the bag.
Like while this is happening, notes just say that the early game is definitely scuffed. You had expected the Jakiro and Tiny to swap lanes, so you brought a lot of regen. I do see that second set of tangos. They did some weird high level gameplay early game, so it was kind of throwy. But Primal did kind of carry, so we'll see if there's anything. We'll see what is done right and what can be worked on. And obviously, because this is like high Immortal, there's going to be a lot of stuff done right, and that's just like stuff to just continue practice on. Offlane is Largo ET. Can't really do first blood options off of that, so yeah. Immediately leaving. Oh, I see what you mean. Hopefully that is enough. Unlucky. It's definitely worth for the Viper.
Double kill! Dire's courier has been killed.
There's not much I can really say, not much I can really think of for that, because at this early of a game, I'm also thinking the same. I had the same argument in my games. Do I TP up there so I'm in the tower immediately when the creep wave meet, or do I save my TP scroll, walk down, and gate through? That's always going to be a discussion whenever you need to make it, and there's always going to be like different arguments for which one is the right answer. I don't even know what info you were working off of.
It's on now, Jax.
Yeah, because normally from this position you just know that you saw no one, and then by default you're thinking everyone's gonna go back to their lane because this is a pub, and this is a solo queue pub as well. So I would be in the same shoes, thinking people are just walking back to their lanes. But now that I'm seeing that they just ran your SF down under tower with Viper, Tiny, Jakiro, that's something I'm gonna have to keep in mind. You see the Jakiro. It's so hard to read off of the items because, like you said, you thought the Tiny and Jakiro were swapping lanes. He takes down to the dual breath. I know I've seen, I forget who, I don't remember if it was BSJ or Zeke Exotics, who was saying supports are going fairy fire instead of the branches. That because of the price increase off of the branches, that 5 gold increase, that supports are just grabbing the fairy fire instead, and that can be an option to consider. I'm not sure if fairy fire would have done much here to prevent you, to save you here, when you got killed by the Viper. but it might have been enough for you to get like the XP off of the Viper kill. Like you got the XP off of the Jakiro kill, but I'm wondering if you had that, what is it, 85 HP, if would have been enough to get the Viper XP as well.
Dire's courier has been killed. Find the river.
What was the creep movement? Oh, they're just running back. Okay. So it's normal. For some reason, I thought the creep just like aggroed onto the tiny cut, even though he was hidden. Unlucky. CS lol. Oh, he's gonna be body blocking that. Oh no, he's not body blocking. Oh, he threw a ward back there. I'm wondering if it was worth, because this is where it gets tricky with like high-level Immortal games, that you're having to consider all the options, and then considering if it's like and then having to make an argument for if it's the right option. Because my mind instantly goes to, I see you're trying to make a pull, and we know the Tiny is starting to mess with it. You guys are still low level, and like Viper has clearly has clear advantage. That it might be worth using disruption here to secure the pull. Although now I'm seeing it's just too. Maybe if you had a full wave, that could be easier for you to play into. I think that was definitely. I think I could use disruption there to like harass him down. Like, thankfully, from the looks of it, your SF is able to lane fine. So it could work to just use the disruption and use the illusions to get the more menace damage. And then double that with the disseminate. That can, like, help you, like, harass down on Tiny, take him off the map for another 30 seconds, another minute. Oh, he has a ward down? Okay. Well, that explains why he's killing couriers. I question the stack, but it's like it's hard to make this pull without stacking it. I think your SF is like full mana, so it's fine. It's whatever. Small pull? SF's doing small pull. Yeah, shove it in her tower. Yeah, I like that. I agree with that.
Radiant just fortified.
Unlucky. Nice. Yeah, props on just being aware the primal is coming. Yeah, primal's already on his way. He grabbed the water rune and noticed Tiny's is overextended. So props on both of you for being aware like that of like stuff is happening. Like, this is why high-level Immortal games are so much fun to play and watch. That, like, things are happening way ahead of it. Things are happening, and everyone's, like, just aware of it, and they're able to, like, react, like, in a split second.
Dire structures are fortified.
Unlucky. That's actually very close. See, any way to spot it? You kill the Tiny, he's respawning, which just means he can be anywhere on the map. You see the Jakiro.
Dire just fortified.
Now I'm thinking that if I were to kill a support, and I see their other support in the lane, I should just assume they're looking to do a 3-hero play up here. Like, that may be something to consider. I know one thing I keep trying to do as a 5 is that I try to buy the first ward at I think at 130, and then throwing it like here or possibly in the lane, and that'll give me like vision of like what their support is doing or like who is TPing in. And if you had placed if that ward existed in this game, maybe you would have seen the Tiny TPing in and you would have like not been caught in a corner like this. I'm gonna watch this replay and just learn Jakiro, because like Jakiro's a hero I want to play. I'll learn how to play, especially with Twin Terror. Let's see. Let's recap. We're losing safely. SF is having a terrible game. Viper has free farm over lane. Tiny is able to run back and forth, while Jakiro has been come in and gank. Ways to help the SF. The first one would just be like kill the heroes, kill Viper, Tiny. However, that's just like pretty much impossible because Tiny is just gonna run away with his boots, wind lace and brown boots. Viper is very strong, just right click your heroes down, and then we also be worried about the Jakiro rotation. So that's pretty impossible. Second option, making pulls, which you are doing, but Tiny is on top of his game and he's blocking every pull. Third option is just to prepare for it and anticipate it. That's where I think like having a ward like out here, seeing like TP rotations, or actually no, I think about it. Off of that third option, because we know that Jakiro has like did a weird body block at the start of the game here, and then he stayed up here to get first blood on both you and the SF at level 1. He seems to be the Jakiro player seems to be very active of just playing through the gate. So with that third option of playing for anticipation and preparation, maybe throwing an observer ward up here or up here to see the gate would be very helpful. Oh my god, this is actually mind games territory, and this is where it's fun as well as a headache. Nice. Because like option 4 would just be like draw attention away from this lane, meaning that you're gonna pull the Tiny away from this away from the SF. But that means you have to make plays with your other heroes in your game. That would be your Largo and your ET, but neither of them can do anything. You might be able to just focus stuff on mid, but no, it's just Void Spirit, so it's hard. Now I think about it, considering the lineup of SF, Primo, Largo, you can't really do anything if you show bottom because Largo's a Largo. All he is an Aurabot. Primo needs his levels before he actually like help and actually be a little scary. Otherwise, he can just like a one-off gank with onslaught over cliffs. Yeah, this is tricky, cause like with the SD, ET, these are very. I would classify them as like very safe supports, and the fact that like they want to play like. They always want to play with someone. They can't really start things unless they're like set up. Like SD's disruption is set up for any other stuns. Yeah. This game might just be looking to just play defensive for like 15-20 minutes until you actually have like your first fighting item, which will be on the Primal, because Largo is gonna go like Ags or something, and like he still stays an Aurabot like forever, and then SF is carry, so he's just gonna be farming. So playing defense. So with that in mind, just looking at our draft, we just want to play defensive. Therefore, make sure SF gets like secure and safe farm. Make sure Largo is able to get the same thing. And then we want to like boost Primal up until he's actually able to like go and gank and do stuff. With that said, it might be helpful from like you lane normally. You support your SF, your SF for like the first 6, 7, 8 minutes until he's okay to be left alone, which my guess is like right now. And then you just shift your attention over to the Primal, and that can look like securing the runes, help him get kills, probably not getting kills because it's a void spirit he's against. Making stacks for him so he can actually kill them with trample, boosts him up for his next item. Nice. Yeah, that is terrifying. ET's grabbing wisdom. I see on the minimap. I hear primal jungling. That's fine. Because you're getting the free XP off of that. That is a fine war. That is a fine ward just because it's in rotation. But I'm wondering if because like you see 3 or 4 heroes up here, a ward up over here would be good. But then it's always like easy. It's easy for supports to just like throw an aggressive sentry here, catch any observers in the area. Yeah, this is fine. Just seeing like rotations through the river. Honestly, you could probably throw. I'm just thinking, since Dire's heroes have been like rolling the game so far in every fight, maybe a more defensive ward would be good, would be better than this, because granted, you can't see the runes off of this ward, so that's out of consideration. If we're trying to keep the SF safe, maybe a ward like back here over right under their watcher, or like on top of these stairs, although these two will get dewarded immediately. Like a ward here will be able to see rotations from here and here, as well as through these stairs, and your SF can just farm like these like 3-4 camps or so. This camp is a little tricky because it's right next to like where they're gonna pop out of. These are options. Like I pride myself on my wards because in my games I always somehow find like really good wards placed down. So that I'm spending like extra time on the wards in this game. Like I heard them smoke, but that's only because I'm a spectator.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I have no idea where they're going. So what are we doing? I only know it's like we placed the ward down and then like it just went slow-mo for like forever.
Dire's top tower has some radiant.
We're not sure what to do here. We see 3 on minimap top side.
Top tower is under attack.
Playing bottom.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Easy micro adjustment. Just to know instantly. You have your TP available, and there's 3 heroes up here. I doubt there's going to be a play that happens, so you could probably just like run down, like join up with like your primal or like your Largo or something. Because unless your goal is to tank a gank that was aimed for SF, there's no real purpose to like run down to the lane here, is what I'm getting at. So like this 2 seconds of walking towards a lane. Wait, hold on. I want to count this. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Bid farewell to Dire's top tower.
So 5 seconds of walking to the lane could have been spent like heading to like here. I think if you just went immediately here, like walking to the rest of your team, you could have reached here to stack the ancient in the medium camp. Like you're able to stack this large camp, which is like fine. But
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
That gets tricky because like I don't think Shadow Demon is one of the. Shadow Demon just like has average speed, so he might not be able to reach this, but like that is an option as well. XD, the DD got dispelled. Oh, it actually says DD there. All I saw was the blue. Where are wards? How many wards do you have in stock? 1 on you, 1 on the ET. Because I always focus on the fact, like, in games like this, where like it feels like shit to play, what vision helps my cores what vision helps my team the most? In this case, it's like farm to secure my SF is farm because he like, or vision to help secure my SF is farm because he's behind. We lost a lane. We lost a tower already, and then vision to like help my other two cores to actually get their items. I would prioritize the primals farm over the Largos. So maybe like a ward. See, I like to be ballsy on support for wards. So let's see. If I was on Radiant side and I'm trying to ward into the primal,
Nothing good happens
knowing
at
him,
Radiant's
knowing
middle
what I know
tower.
about the primal, he's going to be farming like the triangle area, possibly here. Radiant would probably try to smoke in here and throw wards like here or here just to see where the primal is moving, and that's going to give them an idea like where to gank. So on the counter flip side, if you can somehow find your way through, especially since there's 2 minutes left of night, run through, throw a ward. Like the easiest one would be like on your side, obviously, but that's easy for Radiant to de-ward. The next one would be like throwing it on their side, so you can actually see them like starting to move out. And then the best ward would be like a lot deeper, so you can see like when they start grouping for it. I know for a fact, actually, I'm not sure because like this, I think this tree got added like a few months ago. But if you stand right here, and hugging the cliff, you can throw a ward up here, and it'll see vision down these stairs as well as over here. And that is a ward that is like very, very sneaky that Radiant won't find, and it'll still help secure your like your triangle area. Like as long as like as long as you have a hero in the bottom lane to shoving this back and forth out, like no one on Radiant's gonna think to like smoke here, run all the way around to dodge vision, and then run up 2 stairs trying to find someone here. Like this is such a long waste of time that by the time they reach here, they wasted like half or 2/3 duration on the smoke. Like if you're like, this is why warding is so much fun. Like if you can spot these movements and like this kind of farms, like securing this kind of farm for your team, that's where if you're able to get this kind of vision down, it'll be so much helpful for your cores to actually get their items. Like we've already established that like SF lost his lane, SF lost his lane, Largo is like an aura bot, so there's no way to make plays around him. Therefore, our only option of doing anything is waiting for Primal's items. Therefore, he's the most important hero on our team, and therefore we're gonna try to secure his farm the most. If SF dies again, unlucky, but SF isn't gonna be able to impact the game in the next like 5 or 10 minutes. The only one on our team who can do that is the Primal Beast. So securing his farm is super top priority. Like here, the map is just dark. Off of this, other than this is one ward, and it's just hard to do much unless the enemy like overextend. Like Jakiro overextends here, you're able to get a kill. I have no idea why. He's probably overconfident. Jakiro's probably overconfident because he's had so many successful moves topside. Did you get a ward? I don't see an ward dead. Oh, you can make a play with Largo. That's a little tricky though. All right, that works. Getting kills on the getting kills with the Largo. That's a way to draw attention. This is my pure curiosity. Was there a way you can just like ran into the ancient immediately to make that stack? Yeah. Oh, definitely. Yeah, running right here. The side step to the right, like cost the few valuable seconds you could have took to run left and stack these camps. Like you're 2 seconds off of like stacking this medium camp. How long is this duration? 2.75? Never mind. Because I know that one thing I was practicing on SD when I was like, holy cow, 6-8 years ago, was like standing in the jungle use disruption on myself, and then using the illusion to stack 2 camps, while I stack a 3rd camp myself. And like, if I timed it right, it was perfect. But it was like so hard because like the timing of it was so close. Yeah, this is what I mean. This is exactly what I mean. You have the 2 wards to secure the farm for your 2 big heroes, your SF and your Primal. Largo's whatever. He'll get his farm. If he dies, he dies. He's just an aura bot. Like, as long as he's not being like ace and dropping his items down for like 10 seconds, like he'll be fine. I wonder if the Kling saw him. Just straight stuff, okay. Because it kind of looks like this is like wide enough where like the vision could have been seen like down here. Yeah, if we saw it from Primal Vision, we would like definitely know. Where were we? Went back a little too far. I know we haven't even finished seeing this fight, but I'm just wondering like what other approaches you could have had. Like, I see you had the smoke. Maybe it could have been good, like smoke the Primal and run all the way around, because you still have your two scans. Like, that can give like your Primal a better angle. You save the Largo. That. SF runs through the fires. ET dies first. Oh no, we killed the Jakiro Tiny. ET dies in the trade. Primal's getting these kills. Yikes, unlucky. That fight went a different way than I expected.
And here's a
Okay, yeah, like because like you're an ST with disruption, you're just like the save hero because like reiterating, our lineup does nothing until Primal has an item. Therefore, we are playing defensive. So we're focusing on being saves and everything. So disruption onto whoever gets jumped on because their lineup can jump. I'm still wondering if like the smoke for the Primal to find a different angle would like impact that change this fight. Maybe not. I think it was Brave Primal going. Like you guys like pretty much came even in this bottom fight, but they came out a little more on top because like they respawned and got like the last kills. And your Prime was close to his item with 1,500 unreliable gold. Tough. Yeah, I mean, it's easy to say just because like the MMR difference, but I'd say you're a better support player than me because like I look at this fight and just see that there's no way for us to actually come out on top at all. So I'd rather use the time that takes them to take this tower to like farm the rest of the map, push lanes out, get vision out, and set up like the next 6 minutes. Because we just don't have our item on the Primal. We have no way to fight. and then our Largo is still a Largo. He's just an aura bot. And then for our, and then like we don't have our ultimate. Our SF, well, I guess he has TP up soon, but he has no ultimate. And it's just hard for like, it's hard to see a fight bottom side again after that first one to turn in our favor. Like, you guys are 3 heroes against like their 5. You're just so close to your Primal's items. And then like even Jakiro was able to walk away alive. Yeah, now I think about it. They are all 5 down here. I like their SS play of just like just running top and farm. Like he knows he needs to play catch up and he just needs to like just AFK farm. I think that's what you guys need to do, especially like is with the Primal as well. Like once he gets his Blink Dagger, that's your go time. That's when you can actually start looking to do stuff. Like you have no way to go in other than running in. Like with like Onslaught, but like that's so easy for them to spot, especially with Ava, especially with Ice Path, and even Aether Remnant. Like once you get the item, I kind of expect you guys to just play gank squad with the support. The Primal and the support just run around the map, try to find whoever's alone. If they find no one alone, they just shove a lane in and then go somewhere else, or just wait for someone to TP in. Like, what was a good fastest fight? Cause like, yeah, it's a lot. We lost that fight. Nice. Good play by the Primal to see them rotated in. To see the Tiny rotated in. What are the Lingering Vision? What does Lingering Vision see? Like off of this, like 30 minutes before the Shrine, before the Wisdom, all of you are up. All of you are up. Tiny and Jakiro are low, so chances are they won't be able to really help. Actually, you can actually see like the Tiny has 0 mana because like he has 0 mana, so he isn't able to help. Jakiro as well. Like mana boost isn't going to be enough for him to like, throw his salvo spells.
Look at Dyer's bottom tower, Jax.
Your scans. Yeah, your scans are still at 2. I think you could have used scans to like just spot rotation, spot gank, and spot movements. Like it might not be bad just like throw a scan over the gate to see if like the Jakiro was like the 5 is coming through. Yeah, this is completely fine. Primo gets the Wisdom because of him getting leveled means it's easier for you guys to get kills.
He's wrong.
Alright. Map is default. We only have 1 word down. We have our blink timing. Cool. We see the Viper. Nice. Call your losses maybe? Hold on. I need to watch how this fight starts because I'm just watching the minimap too much. Like this is exactly what I was talking about. Like you wait for the Primal to get his item, the Blink Dagger, and then you go look and make a play for on a hero who is alone. In this case, it is the Viper. What is their support doing? Tiny is farming for his Blink. Jakiro is resetting. Yeah. This is like a perfect timing. Pop that. Oh, he almost got the lick off. This is a good trade. This is a really good trade. 1v143 when you guys were behind, just making that play off of the Blink Dagger reveal. Like, yeah, they were able to rotate in, and if the players were different, if players were different, Radiant may have just like gotten a team wipe off of that.
Dire are
But
scanning
like,
for enemies.
it was still very good though. You were able to like stay alive and just backed off. And like, well, with Largo being an aura bot, he's able to get the armor off of like his Rhapsody, and he's able to survive just a little long enough for like the enemy to dive a little too far. All right, I need to get back to you.
Dire with the scan.
I know you finished. I know you have your 4-staff hit coming soon because I just saw it. Were there any other items? Like, this is always the case. Like, you have to ask what are the other items, what are the other options, and see if like they had any like better arguments. Like, there's Glimmer Cape, obviously, because they have a lot of magic. But they can just buy dust and just like pop it. Yeah, if you're not scared of the burst of like the tiny whatever, then Glimmer is not needed at all. Ghost Sucker can be good if you're afraid of being right-clicked down by Clinks or Viper. Like, it looks like the 4-staff. Maybe just for the SF. I've been leaning away from 4-staff first because like it just doesn't feel like it does much good. But that could just be like people in my lobbies.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Oh, map is kind of dark, so this is like where it's really scary. Like you standing up here is just you taking a game, which is like I think the most valuable thing you can do right now. You have 2 wards top side? Oh, for the fight, okay.
And over here, Radiant's top
Nice. Yeah, Primal is making plays. I see what we were talking about when you said like Primal started like snowballing.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
So this is like an honest recommendation. I don't know how you are at microing, but with disruption illusions lasting 14 seconds, it's not a bad idea to like run up, disrupt yourself, and send your illusions across the map, try to find where they are. Especially since you just don't have vision really anywhere else, anywhere on the map. Like just getting some kind of information will make the game a little easier. Of like just where they aren't. Like just even like we're saying where they aren't is like good enough information for like your team to like make plays off of.
Dire top tower has some radiant-shaped problems.
XD. Yeah, scans on cooldown.
Middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, they're gonna grab Tormentor because like timing, so just afraid for Prime to run away. He has no one stalking him. If we were taking mid, they can just TP in and kill him. But he's just hunting instead. Never mind. Tough.
Dire structures are fortified.
I'm still stuck on like what would have been the best first item. Like I'm still stuck on Glimmer because Glimmer helps you stay alive and it throws like a small wrench into Radiant's plans. Like suddenly, if Void wants to jump you, he has to sell his wand and carry dust, and like that little bit of stats, that little bit of regen for him can be a game changer. Because I haven't really seen the 4-staff be like, I haven't seen the 4-staff pay off in a while, pay off since you picked it up. And then like I always justify a quick Glimmer buy by just telling myself like it's bonus move speed to help me move across the map. Like, I know there's no wards, but it's like, how can you like min-max the sentry placement? Well, that's pretty as good as it can get. I usually, especially because I know there's a cleans in the game, I might have thrown it like a little to the left or so. Because like the small vision can give me like, can buy me that extra quarter of a second to like, to react to the clinks. Alright, let's actually watch the game. We're smoked. Is SF getting jumped on here? Wait, SF has... okay. Unlucky for SF. But you guys get 2 kills in return. Largo is building up farm for his Aura bot. Primal's still alive, so he's able to get impact off of his stuff. A 3rd kill, nice, and now a free tower. And then off of this kill, we can look to just get wards down. No. Yes, cool, nice. Alright, what objectives do we have from here? We'll assume, just reset the map. Mid is... top is like at our side, but we have more creeps, so they'll push out. Mid is at their tower. Bottom is like gonna push into us. We have Roshan as an objective still available for 3 minutes. We might be able to because SF has minus aura, and we could like defend it against like the clink shenanigans. So like this ward, I like this ward from the ET. It's just I hate the fact it's such an obvious ward and like you guys cannot defend it. Like you guys used all your spells, and this ward is just useless. There's no way for you to defend it. This cliff at all. Like throwing a ward like here, back here, over here even, or even it's like somewhere around here closer to the Roche pit would be a lot better than like this obvious cliff ward. Run away! Unlucky.
Dyer's middle tower is having a battle.
Was there this is the age-old question. How I got better in the beginning was that whenever I would watch my replays, I would just quickly go to whenever I died and just see if there was any actions before or after that I could have taken to avoid it. Immediately you reclaim the Watchers of the vision away from them. Radiant knows you're up here. So maybe just take this one wave and then just run away. Like, I think being up here for the second wave, for the next wave, is greedy because like they know you're up here based off of the vision off of this Watcher.
Is Dyer going to let that middle
You die. We don't care what happens in between.
Dyer's middle tower
Map is just still dark. Like. Are they centering? Ah, all these sentries. Like this is kind of what I'm talking about. Like they threw such aggressive sentries on your side because like they feel strong, they feel confident. If you're able to like abuse that and throw sentries behind them of where their defensive sentries would be, then like your vision is gonna last a little longer. Like for the Roche vision, like obviously you can't really throw it like out here because like this is too obvious. Although I'm surprised they threw it covering your side as well. Like there's an option over here that'll see like just this specific area. I'm gonna go back 10 seconds so we can actually watch that fight. Like there's a ward spot here that'll see like this area and like an L shape. I need to go to free camera.
that middle tower full?
There's a ward spot here, right behind these 2 trees, that won't see the top of these stairs at all, but it'll see this vision in an L shape with a perfect view of like the Roche pit. I don't remember if it sees the rune spot, but like if it does, yippee. If not, it's already doing its purpose. You can technically, if you can see on the edge of the camera, throw a ward here. It's going actually no, you can throw a ward like back here behind this tree here, and it'll see just this specific sliver of vision. And it will require like Jakiro to actually run all the way around these these two trees to actually find and de-ward it. Then there's this ward that'll just see people walking up and down the stairs, but not much further out. And then obviously like these sentries are just covering everything over here. I'm not happy with this observer. Maybe what should have been like down there for Radiant. Here, we're actually like fully committing, maybe a little deeper for you, a little sneaky, or just being here and seeing like who's running through. Depending on what their purpose is, depending on what their exact goal is. Like their ward here does not catch you guys running in. This is what helps you. Oh, you guys should kill the void. Like their wasted vision here does not catch you guys running like the more obvious path of just running straight at them. He's just shadow blade up, waiting for someone. All right. Reset. All right. Reset mindset. Resets perspective. We killed them. We killed the void spirit. We are taking over Roche, which is at half. Immediate thought, we should steal the Roche from them. Second follow-up thought, they will come and defend the Roche or like re-engage on top of us. The third thought after that is we can anticipate that, we can plan around that, we can play for that. And that would just look like just rotating around. That would be like just rotating around and just sitting up here and waiting for them. And that's usually where I would just say stop with the theory crafting, because anywhere beyond that, that's just thinking way too much. Like, oh, if we're gonna run around and set up on them, they may anticipate that and they'll just like sit up here and do something. Actually, yeah, that's where it gets super tricky. You just don't know where the thought process stops. And then you're just gonna get stuck. But I think the third thought through is good enough, that we killed a hero, we knocked him off of Roche, and Roche is at half HP. We should steal Roche. The second thought is that they will try to recommit because they know Roche is at half HP, and they still have 4 of the heroes. And then the third thought is we'll just anticipate them coming in, and we'll set up and try to gank. We'll set up and try to kill them when they come back in. Either like, and that opens up like your options of like running around trying to run into them, or just being smoked and just running up here. Like if you have enough sentries, it's hard to buy sentries. Yeah, if you have enough sentries, then like it's obvious you just do this, de-ward everything. You don't get caught up by the clinks. Top. Nice. But yeah, I'm heavily arguing that them re-engaging is such a telegraphed play because of like the lobby you're in, 2, the situation of how everything was set up, and 3, it is the easiest way for you guys to like cement your impact in the game. Like only one of their heroes was dead, only the void spirit, and like all he really is like their jump and like their chaos maker. That if it's just like the Viper, Clinks, Tiny, Jakiro, you guys could tef and like force a fight or take the fight. And like if the fight doesn't happen, then it's like, oh well, whatever. We can just like keep we can like finish off the Roche or just like keep taking this up. Like the time we spend waiting up here is also time spent that they're not getting the Roche, especially if Roche is our biggest objective. If they were to just like wait for the Roche to go top side, then that just means you could just like, that just means you just shove all the waves in, especially bottom, force this tower to like half HP or so, as well as just knocking mid in and not getting this half HP. Like, if they were able to get the Aegis, this is off of the big assumption of the what if, that if we had knocked them off of Roche pit with Roche at half HP, and we wanted to steal it, the second thought would be that they are going to come in contest it because they know Roche is at half HP. Our third thought should be that we should look to like anticipate it and be able to to jump them before they are in position to go on us. We will be able to get a kill on them, and then that's like where it branches off. If they were here and we are able to catch them,
Do Radiant want their middle
we just
tower
kill
to fall?
we just kill them, we just win that fight, and then we just go back and finish the Roshan. If we are sitting up here and they don't come in, and it's just like then we can either like finish off the Rosh, or, and this is where the what if splits off to a second what if, or if the Rosh is just rotating topside soon, because you guys don't have enough time, just shove in the 2 lanes, and if they are set up for the Rosh pit topside at 25, then you guys have the option of, do we jump them, or do we just keep punishing them with the towers? But like, it looks like you guys just win off of this. Like, the game is turning back into your favor. SF is no longer weak. He now has 3 items. Primal is finally your big playmaker with a blink BKB, and Largo is turning into like the big aura bot that everyone is fearing for him. And this is like where having the 2 defensive support, the 2 backline supports of SD and ET is like shines. Like, you have your big frontliner, you have your big initiator, and you have your big damage. And all they really need is like people behind them to like set up to defend them, or set up to save them.
Dire's top tower is about to fall.
Unlucky.
Dire with the scan. Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant tower is under attack. And over here, I think Radiant's top tower. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Scanning for enemies.
Oh. You know what would have been like big impactful item super early? I've only done this in like 2 of my games. Is just buy a super early gem. Like, yeah, it sucks, and yeah, you have to be super careful, but like then you don't have to then you don't have to worry about like their vision seeing you or like their clinks at all.
Look at Dire's bottom tower.
Actually, maybe not this early. Maybe a second item, because like Clinks as a carry, he's not going to be wanting to fight until he finishes Death Zone. But like, that's like 15 minutes or so. But it is an option. Like, this is where, like, I'm pretty much done with the replay. I'm assuming like I'm assuming you guys just like win every team fight you go into, because like that's what your lineup is built for, just team circles. And like, I believe I did see that you guys won off of like the scoreboard here. Yeah, Dire win 41 to 28 at 42 minutes, and it's pretty much the primal show, because he just has the highest kill participation. Actually, this is 33. Actually, no, you had the highest kill participation, but he has the next biggest, so he has like the biggest impact of like through all the kills and everything. But I think I could. Which one was it? Was it this one? Where I have a gem? Yeah, maybe. I'm just showing this briefly, like the gem example, because like this is another thing I pride myself on. One thing I found myself really good at is just being able to use my courier once I have gotten the gem. And it takes a while. It takes like a good while of like micro practice, but once you get comfortable with it, I know I die a few times here. Where did I get gem? But like, once you are just like comfortable with it, you just have your. I will eventually have my courier follow. Yeah, my courier's coming out to me with no inventory, and this is all just so that if I were to get picked off, I have a chance to recover my gem. So like, this isn't like a 900 gold. This is a 900 gold loss. I'm able to recover it and then reuse it. Like, just park your courier somewhere you know it's safe. Sometimes on cliffs, sometimes like over trees or something. But like somewhere close by that if you were to die, your courier can sneak in and just grab the gem. Like, I know I die here. Somewhere here. Was it not this game that I died? Oh, it's not this game I died. But at at least it gives you the option of like recovering your gem if you decide to like if you do decide to buy it super early. But overall, let's see. What's the easiest and most concise way to like break down this game? Like, because again, this is like 2,000 MMR above my range. I can't really say much about like full plays, but the few things I can say, I am confident in, because like I do them in my stuff. The first one is just recognizing what kind of players you are against, and if you're able to enter in their mindset, then you can kind of anticipate what they're going to be doing. Like we see a position 5 up here for some reason. That means he's looking to do some. Chances are he's looking to do some stuff. Especially he's come here once. I think he comes here twice. Like once or twice or something. That's where you can think like I should have a ward covering the gate. I should have a ward covering the gate to actually see them. And then I know like pro games that they do throw a ward covering the gate to protect their carry, so it is still valid. The second one is to just consider your ward placements in terms of how much it can directly help your carry. I'm very iffy about this observer placement because like if the enemy, if Radiant were to want to gank the SF, I doubt they would be want to go through here. My guess is they would go through like the top side because like they want to bring the Viper along, because like if Viper's already this close, and if Radiant's making a play on the Viper's portion of the map up here, Viper's gonna want to join because like it's so close to him. And if he were to join, we would see him moving over, join his team. Like I doubt a fight will start, and then Viper just joins the fight 10 seconds later because like 10 seconds is forever. So like be a little more mindful of like your observers and their proximity to your cores in terms of how much they can help your carry farm. And then don't be afraid to just like let towers fall, especially if you've gotten the value out of them. Like this fight here, yeah, it's like a 3-for-3, but this is like still a very good fight. Like you got your value out of this tower. There's no need for you guys to defend it. You guys can just like go off, spread across the map, push lanes out, get more vision up, and set up for the next chunk of the game to play. I think those three will be like the main takeaways, because like I also learned a lot in this game, like, but that's in terms like reading players and figuring out what they want to do and how they want to do stuff. But that alone should be helpful. Like, yeah, I'm 2k MMR below you, but I am confident what I just said is very accurate and is very, very helpful.